everyone, it's Nova here again. So we're gonna cover a basic uh general gear refine today. I don't know if I have enough refined stones to do what I want, but we'll get into it and see if we can. So earlier I was talking about making sure you have the right gear set with the right thing. And that's what I just completed doing by making this Aries bow. So, so refining is relatively simple, but can get more complicated. Um, let's see. So right now I have an Aries bow, and I have him on. I'm going to put this bow on my Simeon the Great, which is not a defense general. It is a marching attack general. So what I'm going to want is range troop attack. So the first one you can confirm, sure. There's no harm, no foul there. But as you can see, I have range troop attack 10.6%. I'm going to keep that, but I'm always going to keep trying to get a higher range troop attack until I get one. I shoot for 20 to 25% for my first. So let's see here if I can't start getting some good range troop attack. 3.8%, trash. So sometimes you get lucky and you get a couple of good ones off the bat. Sometimes you get unlucky and you sit here for every refined stone you have and don't get anything. It's kind of, you know, random. So we're just going to sit here and we're going to keep refining until we get something that we like, which would be preferably 20 to 25%. Sometimes I'll settle for like 19% on the first one if I get tired of waiting. But the first one only costs gold and refined stone, so I always try to get the first one a little bit higher than the rest of them. Because after you start locking them, it starts costing gems, and that's no bueno after a while. So range troop attack 19.1. So I'm going to roll it about 4 more times. If I don't get it, I'm going to lock it in place and keep moving on. Because it's a decent stat, but who's got the money to do that crazy crap with all 25%? Definitely not me. So, about giving up on this. See, that would be great if I was doing ground, but it never works that way. Alright, so we're going to cancel that. We're going to lock this in place. As you can see, I went from 18,000 to 13,000 in just a few spins. One lock costs 2k gems. Let's see if we can't get lucky and start getting some range troop attack up in here. So range troop attack 372255. I'm going to confirm it just because it's range troop attack, and if I run out of refined stones, I want something in the slot. But I'd much rather have percent base, so I'm going to confirm that. But I want much higher than 9%. Range troop attack 447. Nope. Scratch that. Keep going here. Hopefully my refined stones last. That's a nice range troop attack, but again, I'm wanting percent base, so I'm not going to bother. As you can see, occasionally you get different things in here, like march speed and whatever. You can if you want, but I think it's a dumb stat, and they have march speed ups in the game for a reason. Because no matter how much you increase it, it's still not going to beat it if you're trying to go any type of distance. If you're trying to rush rain or anything like that. So, range troop attack 15%. I'll confirm it. I'm definitely not going to be happy with that. I want something more like 20% plus. Keep going here. Siege machine attack. I wish. These things never seem to give you the refine you want for the gear. I've had several siege and several ground that were really high on an archer bow. And the next archer bow I'll make will be really high archer. It just, I feel like the different gear every time you make it just has a predetermined like, oh, I'm going to roll a lot more of this particular stat versus other stats. That's just me. You can see we're not having good luck here with the ranged troop attack. Oh, perfect. That is beautiful. 24.3%. Lock it. See, now it's 4K gems. And now we go down to 2 chances to get a ranged troop attack. So let's see if we can't get something here. Ground troop attack, food gathering. Mounted troop attack, food gathering, ground troop attack. March speed increases troop capacity. Range troop attack 10%. Again, I'm going to confirm it even though I want better. We're just going to keep going until we hopefully don't run out of refined stones and we get a full one piece of gear done. The higher the gear level, the more refined stones it takes per refine. So Ares and Achaemenid gear take 200 refined stones per click, which gets ridiculous. But Dragon gear only takes about 100 per click, so that's always good. Definitely makes it go a lot smoother and last a lot longer. Mounted troop attack, range troop attack 10%. Again, garbage. We're going to hopefully get it before we run out here. Mounted troop attack, range troop attack, mounted troop attack, mounted troop attack, mounted troop attack, garbage. 14.4. That's better than nothing. I typically don't like that third stat to be that low because this is only 4K gems. The last one is 6K gems to lock it, and lower gear also takes less gems to lock. So, and that's where we have to stop for the day because we are out of refined stones. But overall, we have a 24, a 19, and a 14. That's decent. We don't really, that ore gathering speed needs to go. And when I have more refined stones, I'll come back on my own and get this range troop attack probably to about 20 to 25% or better. So that's basically cultivating. It's back and forth. It's a crap load of gems, a crap load of refined stones, a crap load of gold, and it's what's going to give you the biggest benefit. I mean, if I did all 25%, that's an extra 100% attack off this one bow. So you try to get it as high as you can, whether you're doing dragon or king's gear or Achaemenid gear. You just try to get it as high as you can and keep going. You know, you have your budget and you know your budget. So if you have a low budget, try to get that first stat more like 24% with gold and then start settling for lower stats. And then every time you want, you can come back and you can lock just 2 and reset the lowest 2 and just try to get one of them better. Steadily try to get one better every time you come back. That's really about it for refining. If you want a better refine, then it's just trial and error. Um, as you can see, refining this only costs 1 refined stone and 10k gems. I mean 10k gold, sorry. And then refining your fighter's ring, which would be 20 and 200k. King's gear is 50 and 500k. Dragon gear is 100 and 700k. And then Achaemenid gear is also the 201 mil. So it gets really expensive as you refine, but it is worth it to get at least one of your generals, or preferably two, your defense and main attack general to that level. Um, Beyond that, that's really all I have to offer. You can do the same thing with Dragon. So you go into Dragon, and this is a Archer Dragon. As you can see, its stats. It is marching, range troop attack, marching ground troop defense, and march size capacity. So if you want to refine that, then you just go into here. And since I don't have any refined stones, I can't. But if you start locking them, it uses the dragon crystals to refine when you have it locked. So do your best you can. Again, it costs a crap load of refined stones, and you run out really quickly. So just keep that in mind, and always settle if you have to, but preferably just wait it out in the long haul, save up, and refine it how it needs to be refined. I would recommend all archer attack on your archer. I would recommend all cav attack or cav stats on your cav dragon. And yeah, as you see, I have mounted troop attack, mounted troop attack, mounted troop attack, ground troop attack. I gotta fix that later, but you get the gist. And most people use the blue dragon in Wonder. I'll show you the stats in case you're ever wanted to know what Wonder gives you. It gives you this blue dragon, Norway Ridge, and you try to refine that for ground, which I haven't done much with because I keep running out of refined stones. And you try to do this one with preferably siege, but it's defense based, so you can do it whatever your defense is off of. If you're running a siege defense, do siege. If you're running a ground defense, do ground. If you're running an archer defense, do archer. But this is your only defense-based dragon in the game that specifically is for defense. But that'll do it for this video. Drop a like, a comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see in future videos, and let me know if you have any questions off of this one. Y'all have a good one. Nova out.